Hey, this is T. McFarlane fan, and this video is a video response for Abstech1 for his giveaway for the 200 subscriber giveaway, and all the three different prizes that he has that he's giving away are excellent, very generous. That's very cool to do something like that for your subscribers. Uh, for for he's at his 200 subscribers. So, um, I only have 6 subscribers right now. Hopefully, one day I can, get to that point where I have 200 subscribers. But anyway, on to the comics. The contest itself, I believe the three criteria are: you have to be a subscriber to his YouTube channel, which I am, and then you have to mention who your favorite comic book character is, and and your favorite comic book with that character in it. So have not only one but two comic books that I'm going to show you, and two characters that are very I've been a huge fan of forever. Um, and I hope that's okay showing two because I couldn't decide between either one of these. So the first one I'm going to show you, let me get this out of there. It was just a backdrop there, so it's something to look at. The first one I'm going to show is Spawn #1, and this is from 1992. And I am a huge Tom McFarlane fan, obviously, and the reason why I chose Spawn #1 is because it's the first Spawn issue. Makes sense. And also, I took this comic book to the Philadelphia Comic Con in 1993, and Tom McFarlane was at that show, and so was his former college roommate Al Simmons, who actually is the character. He's the person that the character is based on in the comic book. The human version of Spawn is Al Simmons, and so I got to meet Al Simmons, and he's a great guy, down to earth guy. So is Tom McFarlane, and they both signed this comic for me. So let me get a closer shot on that. There you go. You see Al Simmons, aka Spawn, and he wrote 93 on there. Okay, and then when you come down to the bottom here, it says T. McFarlane, and it also says 93. And also the colorer of the comic book also signed it. It's kind of tough to see his name there. It's Tom Urchikowski, I believe. And also he wrote 93 on there for 1993. But this comic is probably my favorite comic out of everything I have and everything I own. And it holds a lot of memories for me. Growing up, late teens there, picking this one up, and having Al Simmons and especially Todd McFarlane signing this is a big deal to me. And there's the back of the comic there. And I love this Mylar case I have this in. I've had this since I had the comic, and this thing is definitely withstood the time. That's for sure. But that's in great shape. I'm eventually going to get this graded. But on to my next comic. I also like to submit this one. Also McFarlane, Spider-Man, Chromium Edition. From the #1 Spider-Man, this series that came out in 1990 that he put out right before he did Spawn, right before he broke away from Marvel, went to Spawn. He put Spider-Man out, did 16 issues, and of course everybody knows. Well, if you're a Spider-Man fan and a McFarlane fan, you know that the #1 issue there's about, I'd have to say 4, 6, I think 7 different variant covers of that Spider-Man #1 issue. And in 1998, Marvel put out the Marvel Collectibles Classic Chromium covers. And they did Amazing Spider-Man 300, which I don't have and I wish I had, and I'd like to eventually someday get. They did this Spider-Man #1 cover, and they also did a bunch of X-Men and Uncanny X-Men. But this I happened to see. I got this in 1998, right after it came out at the Philadelphia Comic Con. And a dealer had it. He had it hanging up. It was like $25. And I saw it, and I had just purchased at the time because I was a late bloomer to the Spider-Man series. I was into Spawn so much, and I really didn't have any of the Spider-Mans until later on in the 90s. So I just purchased off of eBay from somebody a collection of different #1 covers from the 1990 series, and of course they didn't have the platinum or the gold with the UPC, but I saw this and I knew I had to have it to add to my collection, it's awesome. I love it. And so anyway, there is the chromium, and let me show you the back. The back is awesome too. He's got the black cover, the symbiote cover. Costume. He's got the symbiote costume on the back of there, and that's actually showcasing. That's actually the number 13, I think, was in that series. That was the cover off of 13. So that's awesome too. Trying to get that glare off there. I'm sorry. I really want to show this to the best that I can to really let you see how good it looks without that glare. But so those are my comics that I'm submitting. I hope that's okay, and good luck to all the other contestants out there that are submitting their comics or however everybody else was doing it. And thanks again to Abstech1 for even giving anyone a chance to win those great comics that you're willing to part with. And until next time, thanks for watching, everybody. See you.